Imagine you're ready to start your daily commute to the World Trade Center on a Monday morning. You realize that you forgot your laptop charger, and so you spend an extra about 10 minutes scurrying around your house trying to look for it. You realize that too much time has been gone to waste and you need to go and get to work. So you head to the nearest train station to catch your train into the city. But you realize that all this time that you spent looking for your charger has made you late. You missed the train that you're supposed to get you on time to work, so you catch the next one. As you scurry off the train, running as fast as you can, trying not to be any more minutes late than you already were, you're in shock as you look at the World Trade Center. It's in flames. You have no clue what's going on. Everyone around you is just as confused as you are, and you think to yourself, I can't believe that this 10 minutes saved my life. On September 11, 2001, the World Trade Center in the United States, the Pentagon, and many other places were under attack. They were attacked by a terrorist group called Al Qaeda. They hijacked 4 planes, one aiming for the Twin Towers, one aiming for the Pentagon, one aiming for the Capitol, and the other to the other Twin Tower. The U.S. was attacked by a terrorist group called Al Qaeda. Around 3,000 people died that day due to these horrible attacks. So, who was Al Qaeda and why did they come at the United States? Al Qaeda was an Islamic terrorist group. They were founded by Osama bin Laden in the late 80s. They were based in Afghanistan. So we think to ourselves, why is this terrorist group in Afghanistan coming towards the United States? The terrorist group viewed the United States as a major obstacle in creating global order under Islamic authority. They attacked the United States to reduce American support for many of these governments. Al Qaeda attacked the Pentagon and the Twin Towers in hoping to strike fear in Americans, as these buildings were a major sign in American power and prosperity. Al Qaeda had previously attacked the United States before September 11, 2001. They first came at the Kenya and Tanzania U.S. embassies when they attacked in the late 90s. The date of September 11th is the day that many people that were alive will not forget. It was an average day in New York City. The sun was shining, people were on their way to work, ready to start the work week. It was beautiful. People remember it as being such a clear day in the sky, no clouds, and it was just a great day until the attacks. The hijacked plane Flight 11 crashed into the floors 93 and 96 of the North Tower at 8:46 a.m. Shortly after, Flight 175 struck into floors 77 to 85 of the South Tower 17 minutes later at 9:03. Both buildings had fires in floors, leaving hundreds of people trapped with no escape. The people in the building, though, had no clue what was going on. All they could think, was it a fire? Was it a bomb? The phone calls were made to higher authorities thinking, yeah, we have no clue what's going on. There's a fire. Like, is there any way that you could help us? So they didn't think to rush out, knowing that because nobody knew there was attacks going on. Over in Washington, D.C., Flight 77 crashed into the Pentagon at 9:37 a.m. This was, again, shortly after the second crash into the Twin Tower. Flight 93 crashed into a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania at 10:02. Brave passengers fought back as they had got word that they were under attack. They gained control of the cockpit and crashed into the field at about 580 miles per hour. The impact killed everybody immediately. These passengers were very brave as they got word that the U.S. was under attack and they knew that the terrorists have taken over the cockpit. 3 brave men stepped up and helped save thousands on this day. At 9:59, the South Tower collapsed. Shortly after, at 10:28, the North Tower collapsed. The aftermath of 9/11 is what we talk about now. A number of other buildings adjacent to the Twin Towers suffered damage, and some actually fell. Fires at the World Trade Center smoldered for more than 3 months. The market after 9/11 suffered a record loss. Lots of businesses were not able to keep up in the financial district due to all the debris. They couldn't go into work. They had no clue what to do. President Bush announced that he wanted Osama bin Laden captured, alive or dead, for $25 million bounty was eventually issued for the information leading to the killing or the capture of Osama bin Laden. Article 5 in NATO was used for the first time on October 7, 2001. Article 5 is that allowing the members to respond collectively in defense. Bin Laden was captured by the United States in 2001 in December. He was tracked by U.S. forces to the mountains of Tora Bora in East Afghanistan. 9/11 was an awful event that still impacts America to this day. More than 3,000 people lost their lives sadly on this day. America got justice for this attack, but it still cannot heal our hearts. 4 planes went down: Flight 93, Flight 175, Flight 77, and Flight 11. The Twin Towers, the Pentagon, and most likely the Capitol were the targets for this attack. As this day is awful, it still remains an important day in our history to honor those who lost their lives.